Hello, welcome to the weekly highlights program on Azərbaycan Television with the major developments of the week. I am your host, İlham Məmmədov. Now first, let's take a brief look at some of the top stories of this week. On September 27th, the Remembrance Day, President İlham Əliyev and First Lady Mehriban Əliyeva visited the Victory Park. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan İlham Əliyev received Executive Director of the United Nations Human Settlements Program, Maymuna Mohd-Sharif. President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, embarked on an official visit to the Republic of Azerbaijan on September 25th.
A guard of honor was lined up in honor of the head of the Turkish state at the Nakhchivan International Airport. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Əliyev, welcomed President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
On September 25th, an official welcome ceremony was held in Nakhchivan for President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
The guard of honor was arranged for the President of Turkey. The chief of the guard of honor reported to the President of Turkey.
Qaravul farağa, sağdan qarşılamaq üçün. Qarola, al! Cənab Türkiyə Respublikasının Prezidenti, sizin Azərbaycan Respublikasına gəlməyiniz şərəfinə fəxri qaral düzülür. Qaral rəisi Polkovnik Leytenant Quliyev.
Presidents İlham Əliyev and Recep Tayyip Erdogan reviewed the guard of honor.
Merhaba asker. Nasılsınız? Sizler de sağ olun.
The state anthems of Turkey and Azerbaijan were played. The Guard of Honor marched in front of the heads of state to the accompaniment of a military march. The heads of state posed for photos. Members of the Azerbaijani delegation were introduced to President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, while members of the Turkish delegation were introduced to President İlham Aliyev.
Following the official welcome ceremony in Nakhchivan, President İlham Aliyev held a one-on-one meeting with President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan. On September 25th, a groundbreaking ceremony for the İlder-Nakhchivan gas pipeline was held. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev, and President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, attended the groundbreaking ceremony. The heads of state laid the foundation of the gas pipeline. Afterwards, Azerbaijan-Turkish documents were signed. After the signing ceremony, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev, and President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, made statements for the press. Also, President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev, and President of the Republic of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, attended the opening of the Nakhchivan Restoration and Production Complex. On September 27th, the Remembrance Day, President İlham Aliyev and First Lady Mehriban Aliyeva visited the Victory Park.
The head of state and the First Lady placed flowers on the memorial stone at the park entrance. Besides perpetuating the memory of our martyrs, the project is dedicated to the topics of the glorious victory, heroes of the Patriot War, and revival of Karabakh. The past of the historic victory for the liberation of our lands is advocated in the Park Memorial Complex of the Patriot War and Victory Museum. The museum complex will feature engraved names of each of the martyrs of the Patriot War, and the exhibits displayed here once again will demonstrate the courage of soldiers and officers fighting for the liberation of our lands and the resolve of our people. The construction works are planned to be finalized by the end of 2024.
President İlham Aliyev received U.S. President's Special Representative, Administrator of the United States Agency for International Development, Samantha Power, Principal Deputy Assistant U.S. Secretary of State for Europe and Eurasian Affairs, Yuri Kim, and U.S. State Department Senior Advisor for Caucasus Negotiations, Louis Bona. The parties shared their views on the present situation following the anti-terror measures taken in the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan. President of Azerbaijan underlined that hundreds of military equipment, ammunition, and military supplies had been seized, saying military representatives accredited in the country and representatives of the UN Resident Coordinator Office had viewed the weapons and military equipment. Noting that the illegal Armenian forces are being disarmed currently, President İlham Aliyev pointed out that the process of their withdrawal from the territory of Azerbaijan is in progress. The Azerbaijani president noted that the civilian population had not been harmed during the anti-terrorist measures and only illegal Armenian outformations and military facilities had been targeted. Touching upon the rights of Armenian residents living in the Karabakh region, President Ilham Aliyev emphasized that like other ethnic minorities living in Azerbaijan, their rights would be ensured within the framework of the country's legislation and international obligations. The head of state noted that a dialogue on reintegration is underway between the representatives of Azerbaijan and the Armenian residents of Karabakh. Underlining that the work to restore the infrastructure in the area is being implemented, President Ilham Aliyev said that Azerbaijan had sent humanitarian aid to the Armenian residents, cooperates with the International Committee of the Red Cross with respect to provision of assistance. The head of state noted that official Baku is ready to organize a trip of the UN Resident Coordinator Office accredited in the country shortly to the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan. During the conversation, the importance of ensuring stability in the region and dialogue with local Armenians was emphasized. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev received Executive Director of the United Nations Human Settlements Program, Maimouna Mohd-Sharif.
President Ilham Aliyev expressed satisfaction with Maimouna Mohd-Sharif's visit to the country. The head of state described the conduct of the second Azerbaijan National Urban Forum as a positive step, adding the first forum had been successfully organized in the city of Agdam last year. The Azerbaijani president noted that the agenda of this year's forum to be held in Zangilan is very rich, saying the meeting of ministers for architecture and urban development from member states of the Organization of Turkic States will be held as a part of this event. President Ilham Aliyev indicated Azerbaijan's marking the World Habitat Day as a positive step. Maimouna Mohd-Sharif labeled Azerbaijan's support for this organization's activities and the country's financial assistance as a positive step. President Ilham Aliyev noted that the Azerbaijani government would continue to support the organization's activities. Maimouna Mohd-Sharif provided information about the UN Habitat's work done with respect to various aspects of the smart city concept. She also expressed gratitude that Azerbaijan would host an event in connection with the World Habitat Day. She highlighted the importance of the second Azerbaijan National Urban Forum to be held in Zangilan, saying that this event would create a good opportunity to discuss the urbanization-related processes taking place in the world. Speaking about her recent participation in the Sustainable Development Goals Summit in New York, Maimouna Mohd-Sharif emphasized that there was a broad exchange of views on the issues of climate change and urbanization at that event, and that these topics are closely associated with the work carried out in Azerbaijan. Noting that climate change and urbanization are very important issues for Azerbaijan, the head of state said that large-scale reconstruction works had been carried out in the liberated Azerbaijani lands since last year's visit of the executive director of the United Nations Settlement Program to the country. Emphasizing that foremost IDPs have already been resettled in 2 cities and 3 villages and that this process is ongoing, President Ilham Aliyev expressed his hope that Maimouna Mohd-Sharif would closely get acquainted with the work being accomplished in this field during her visit to Azerbaijan. Touching upon the issue of climate change, the Azerbaijani president underlined that the progress achieved by the country in the field of renewable energy also contributes to this issue. The Azerbaijani leader noted that 2 projects related to the solar and wind power generation of about 500 megawatts are being implemented in the liberated territories of Azerbaijan.
On September 28th, President Ilham Aliyev visited Jabrayil district.
On September 28, President Ilham Aliyev visited Jabrayil district during the groundbreaking ceremony of the administrative building to be built in the city of Jabrayil. Special representative of the president in Jabrayil, Qubadli and Zangilan districts, which are part of East Zangezur economic region, Vahid Hajiyev, reported that according to the draft conceptual master plan, the area will consist of 4 administrative buildings. In order to meet the partial electricity supply of the complex, the roofs of the buildings and unused areas are envisaged to be equipped with solar panels. Jabrayil residential complex built by the State Housing Development Agency in Jabrayil city will comprise of 33 residential buildings, 7 of which are 5-story and 26 are 4-story. These buildings will have 712 apartments. Chair of the Board of State Housing Development Agency Sadiq Sadikov informed the head of state that the construction of the complex made of 6 quarters is progressing rapidly and with great quality. The head of state was also informed about the residential complexes in Shirvan, Lənkəran and Yevlax cities. Digital Control Center of Azərbaycan OSC for the acceleration of application of technological innovation and digital transformation of infrastructure in the electric energy sector of the country, the foundation of which was laid by President Ilham Aliyev in the city of Cəbrayıl on October 19, 2022, was built. Chairman of Azərbaycan OJSC Vüqar Ahmedov informed the head of state. The Cəbrayıl Digital Control Center is powered from the 110-35-10 kW Cəbrayıl substation. The center, along with meeting the partial electricity demand of Cəbrayıl city, will allow for management from the digital platform of other power centers which are envisaged for construction. The 0.4 kW Cəbrayıl City substation is a tie substation which will be included in circle electric supply grid by linking Zəngilan, Qapalı district and Hadrut settlement.
The head of our state also visited Zəngilan district. Special representative of the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan in Cəbrayıl, Qapalı and Zəngilan districts, which are part of the East Zəngezur economic region, Vahid Aciyev, informed the head of state about Alabaylı village of Zəngilan district. Two three-story buildings consisting of 498 private houses and 144 apartments are planned to be designed for 2,568 residents in Alabaylı village. The first phase will see design and construction of 197 private houses for 772 residents. The Zəngilan Convention Center complex, which occupies the area of 2.2 hectares, consists of two parts. The conditions up to the modern standards have been created in the 600-seat building of the complex, hosting local and international events. The other building will have an assembly hall, kitchen and VIP rooms for conducting small-scale multifunctional events. President of Azərenerji Open Joint Stock Company Baba Rzayev informed the head of state about the works carried out on the Cahangirbayli hydropower plant. In accordance with President Ilham Aliyev's executive order regarding the creation of new green energy potential in the territories liberated from the occupation, Azərenerji Open Joint Stock Company started the construction of a series of hydroelectric power plants in the fall of 2022 with a total capacity of 42 megawatts. Zəngilan village, which is included in the administrative territory of Zəngilan district, is located in the plains on the Zəngilan-Minjivan road on the bank of Okçu River, 3.1 kilometers away from the city center. Zengilan village is designed together with the villages of İçəri Muşlan and Məlikli according to the master plan of the liberated territories. The construction of 306 houses and 2 3-story houses for 1,631 residents is envisaged in the village. The first phase will see construction of 127 houses for 489 residents. President İlham took part in the groundbreaking ceremony of another residential settlement in Zengilan city. It was reported that the master plan for the city of Zengilan includes the construction of modern residential areas to ensure high living standards. The designs of the first residential neighborhood of 110 apartments in the city of Zengilan, the foundation stone of which was laid earlier, is ready and construction work will start in the near future. As part of the Great Return program, another 410 houses are planned to be built as part of the construction of the next residential areas. During the years of Armenian occupation, our historical, religious and cultural monuments in Zengilan district were subjected to Armenian vandalism, destruction and insults. During the occupation, the mosque in the city of Zengilan was used as a barn. After the liberation of our occupied territories, restoration and construction works were launched in Zengilan Mosque as part of the restoration projects of historical, religious and cultural monuments in Karabakh. A working group of local and foreign experts organized by the Heydər Əliyev Foundation assessed the existing building of the mosque and decided to preserve and restore the building and to build a new mosque in the area. The foundation stone of the mosque built in Zengilan was laid by President of the Republic of Azerbaijan İlham on the 26th of April 2021. The construction of the mosque was carried out by the Heydər Əliyev Foundation with the support of Pasha Holding LLC. President İlham was informed about the next residential settlement to be built in Zengilan. The neighborhood has been divided into 2 areas and a unique concept has been prepared for each area. Each project is designed in a unique style to ensure the architectural distinctiveness of the buildings. It is planned that the 3, 4 and 5-story apartment buildings to be built in this area will consist of 8 blocks and 192 apartments. Then President İlham came to the territory of another residential neighborhood to be built in the city of Zengilan. It was reported that the project area included in this complex is located in the medium-density multifunctional zone of the city, near the administrative center. The concept foresees the construction of 3, 4 and 5-story apartment buildings. The proposed residential buildings will consist of 131 apartments. The liberated territories must have modern educational facilities to be ready for the Great Return. The construction of schools and kindergartens meeting advanced educational standards and the restoration and reconstruction of Karabakh and Eastern Zangezur is an expression of this approach. The 160-seat Zengezur Municipal Kindergarten has been designed to meet current needs. The two-story kindergarten building will feature 8 group rooms, 6 administrative rooms, medical offices, kitchen, technical rooms, music and sport halls. The opening ceremony of the second Azerbaijan National Urban Forum on the topic Resilient Cities as a Driving Force of Economic Development and Fighting Inequalities, organized by the State Committee on Urban Planning and Architecture of the Republic of Azerbaijan in collaboration with the United Nations Human Settlements Program, was held in Zangilan as part of the Azerbaijan Urban Week. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, addressed the opening ceremony.
His Excellency Mr. Ilham Aliyev, the President of the Republic of Azerbaijan.
The head of the Azerbaijani state said at the opening ceremony of the second National Urban Development Forum that the implementation of the Great Return program is a task number 1. President Ilham Aliyev emphasized that the people who suffered from the Armenian aggression lived in difficult conditions, experienced moral stress and were deprived of the legal right to return to their native lands. They waited for 30 years for the opportunity to return, and this opportunity was provided to them by the Second Karabakh War, which ended with the glorious victory of Azerbaijan, the head of state said, adding that the implementation of the Great Return program had already made it possible to begin the return of former internally displaced persons to the cities of Laçın and Füzuli, the villages of Ağalı, Talış and Zabukh. President Ilham Aliyev said that since the end of the Second Karabakh War to this day, $7 billion had been spent from the Azerbaijani budget on the restoration of the liberated territories. The head of state in particular noted that Zangilan will make a great contribution to ensuring food security, touched upon the potential of Laçın and Kelbecer districts, the issues of ensuring employment for the returning population, and said that master plans for 8 cities and 92 villages had already been approved, and added that large-scale housing construction work will begin in the coming years. President Ilham Aliyev also emphasized that for the 3 decades, the occupying forces did not allow us to return, effectively blocking all efforts of the international community to find ways to peacefully resolve the conflict. Negotiations were conducted for 28 years and led to no results. Dwelling on the history of these negotiations and the 4 resolutions adopted by the UN Security Council, which demanded the immediate, unconditional and complete withdrawal of the Armenian troops from the occupied territories, the head of state said that Armenia did not comply with these resolutions, did not want to resolve the conflict, wanted to maintain the status quo, build illegal settlements, including in Zangilan. President Ilham Aliyev spoke about the special measures on September 19 to 20 in Karabakh, stated that the rights and security of the Armenian population of Karabakh will be protected, that Azerbaijan's region of the reintegration had already been presented to the Armenian community of Karabakh, noted that after September 20, when Azerbaijan restored its sovereignty, it will be easier to find a solution and sign a peace treaty as soon as possible, and after that, or in parallel with this, actively work on the limitation of borders and put an end to the long-term confrontation. We in Azerbaijan want peace. We want to restore these territories, to resettle our compatriots to their homeland. We want peace in the Caucasus, and it's achievable. Armenia must make a choice, said the head of state.
President Ilham Aliyev received President of the International Astronautical Federation, Clay Mowry. Highlighting the importance of the 74th International Astronautical Congress to be held in Azerbaijan, the head of state expresses gratitude for choosing Azerbaijan as a host for this event. President Ilham Aliyev emphasized that a great preparatory work had been done for the high-level organization of the Congress in Azerbaijan. The head of state noted that this event, which will be attended by a large number of guests, is important in terms of getting closely acquainted with Azerbaijan and defining future plans of cooperation. Saying he is glad to visit Azerbaijan, Clay Mowry expresses gratitude to the head of state for his support in holding the 74th International Astronautical Congress in Azerbaijan and hailed Azerbaijan's preparation for the Congress. Touching upon the importance of the Congress, the IAF president assessed the participation of more than 5,000 representatives from over 100 countries as an indicator of the importance attached to this event. He pointed out that this event is at the same level in terms of the number and composition of participants compared to other congresses that have been held so far, and even surpassed them in terms of certain indicators. The IAF president mentioned that this event would be one of the most important congresses due to the number of scientific articles submitted, adding that up to 3,600 scientific articles would be submitted to the Congress. That was all for the week. Thank you for watching us, and stay tuned not to miss the next edition of our program.